Good afternoon and welcome back to the New Zealand Indoor Bowls 1 to 5 pairs final in partnership with our sponsors Somerset and streaming to you live on the skysportnext YouTube channel. We are now into round 2 and I'm joined by the skips of the two teams competing in round 2, AJ Bond and Alan Berrigan, sorry. Welcome guys. So how'd things go in the first round for you?
Oh yeah, we started off pretty well. We got a draw out of it, so yeah, not a bad sort of warm up for the day. Yeah.
Very good, thank you. And AJ, how'd you go?
It was a close game the whole game, but we ended up winning by 1.
Fantastic, that's a great result. So this will be a really competitive game, no doubt. Tell me, AJ, how long have you been playing the game?
Like 4 years.
Excellent. And how did you start? How did you get introduced to the game?
My mum plays, and when I was a kid, I've always wanted to come. Curious.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. So a bit of a family inspiration. And Alan, how about yourself?
Yeah, I played when I was sort of a junior as well at college, and had a 23-year gap, and now this is my second year back.
Right.
So yeah. So that's.
Fantastic. Oh no, it's great. Good stuff. Great to have you along. All right, we'll get the leads in and we'll do the toss and we'll get things underway. Thanks. So Ewan Tosh from Southland and yep. Ray Bradley from Manawatu.
Yep, that's right.
We're here to do the toss, so if one of you got a coin.
Yep.
Right.
Good answer.
It looks like a tail, so Ewan, you won. So, Manawatu are going to go first, and what colour are you going to take?
We'll go with the orange.
Awesome, so Manawatu will play in the orange bowls. So we'll let them go and get underway. Thanks very much.
Welcome to round 2 of the New Zealand 1 to 5 singles being played at Onipoto, North Wellington's Hall. Brought to you by NTech on Sky Sport Next via YouTube in partnership with Somerset Retirement Villages. Game this round features AJ Bond and Ray Bradley from Manawatu playing Alan Berrigan and Ewan Tosh from Southland.
And we're off.
In the last round, the full results, Blair Gowan and Logan Heppel from Hutt Valley drew with Alan Berrigan and Ewan Tosh from Southland 9-all. Jordan Newton and Braden Riggs from Counties defeated Marie Granger and Graham Davey from Nelson 14-6. And AJ Bond and Ray Bradley from Manawatu defeated Haley Ward and Flynn Watson from North Taranaki 8-7.
So really interesting first round of results there, Trevor. Who have we got playing in this round besides our feature match?
Let's have a look at the draw. We've got Matthew Foster and Dylan Foster are playing Blair Gowan and Logan Heppel. That's Poverty Bay playing Hutt Valley. Canterbury Ashburton are playing Nelson, so it's an interesting game. And Jordan Newton and Braden Riggs from Counties are playing Haley Ward and Flynn Watson from North Taranaki.
Some good games there. So Orange look like they're holding 2 shots here.
Yeah, Southland are playing blue and Manawatu are playing orange.
And of course, Ewan Tosh, who has just played the Blue Bowl there, he was actually up here in Porirua last weekend and was supporting his son, Matthew Tosh, who played in the junior singles and the secondary schools championships.
Yeah, Ewan has come up to Porirua from Invercargill the last 3 years, supporting Matthew through the New Zealand juniors and the secondary school events, and it was Matthew's participation in the game which has got Ewan into it, which is a good benefit for the sport. We have AJ Bond from Manawatu. I have no idea what her names actually are. She prefers to be referred to as AJ. She was here last weekend in the New Zealand junior singles in the secondary schools.
And had some, from memory, some reasonable results.
Yeah, she won the, she and her partner Sky Burema from Fielding High School won the plate event at the secondary school pairs. And she made the semi-finals of the plate in the secondary school singles. She's quite a useful young bowler. She's a very cheery disposition. And one of the characters.
So it looks like AJ and Ray are off to a good start here. 3 shots taken out already, and they're just looking. Whoop, that bowl fell over, so that made that decision. So that's 3 orange to AJ Bond and Ray Bradley after the first end.
A good start by the Manawatu team.
And of course, we've got the situation here where Ray Bradley was actually at this tournament last year, won through from Manawatu, but was playing with
Blair Gowan, who
that's
this
right.
year is also back this year representing Hutt Valley.
And that's a great first lead-off bowl. So Ray's found this map, found the green and weight pretty quickly. He's played a couple of good bowls in the first end, and seems to have found it again here. That's nice green. And a useful home.
Just getting their range and settling in. Actually wondered what that was on Ray Bradley's leg, Wayne, and he's wearing a knee pad for kneeling on, and he's stuck his measures up into his knee pad.
Ah.
Ewan just struggling to find his line on this head. It was good weight with that shot that he was trying to play there.
That particular hand has quite a big draw on it, so.
And AJ's got a good opener. She's cut those blue bowls off.
It's not bad.
Good bowl from Alan. He may have
Second shot, I think.
a second shot from this angle. The camera angle tends to favour the bowls in front of the jack.
It's really important for him just to get one in the head and close.
Good line by AJ, just a wee bit short.
This looks pretty well down from Alan. Not quite.
He's got good line though, he just needs about another foot of weight and he'll get a good result here. AJ will be trying to play that same shot, I suspect.
Pretty good
Yeah,
line
she's
here.
played this very well. Wee bit short, but she's in the line, made it a bit more difficult.
Yeah, made it a lot harder. Not left them with a lot of options, to be fair. Yeah. Looks like he's going to try and play that same shot, maybe. Shaking his head, he's not happy about it.
He's not happy, but I think he's going to try and find that gap with a little bit of weight.
I think he was a bit wide on it.
He was a little bit wide. He's knocked another bowl up into the head.
For a shot, yeah. No, it's 2 orange, so
It's 2 orange, so it's 5-0 to Manawatu 2 after 2 ends. Great start here by Manawatu 2.
That's a nice first bowl. Well, just pulled up a little bit.
Pulled up on him, but it looked like it was really on track. The way Ewan started this game, he looks like he's a little bit nervous being on TV, Wayne.
Maybe.
Consistent line there from Ray Bradley. He's pushed. He was endeavouring to come around that bowl, but he's pushed it up. It's definitely the shot. Nice back bowl.
Yeah, good green there.
Sticking to his backhand. Couple of rubs there. It's definitely got 2. Ewan's changing his hand, following it down. A little bit overweight. It's hard to see. They're forgetting to stand outside there. Oh, he's rested the shot ball through the head. He may be holding 1.
Looks like he probably is. Just a couple of score updates from the other mats. Counties playing North Taranaki. At the moment, Counties lead that 4-0. Hutt Valley, Poverty Bay. Hutt Valley, that's a draw 2-2. And Nelson against the combined team of Canterbury Ashburton. The Canterbury Ashburton team lead 2-0. So early days, of course. We're only on the second end. Or third end of those games.
Jeffrey Stewart will be keeping us updated with those scores during this round.
Of course, just a reminder, if you've got any comments or information that you'd like to share with us, feel free to go to the New Zealand Indoor Bowls website and add a comment into the comments, and we'll happily check those out and respond to them.
Alan Berrigan playing his forehand here. Just trying to reach that gap. Orange are holding one. AJ had played a very good second bowl. Just getting in the back of the head. Very good bowl. Sat down behind the jack. She may have two now. Looks like two.
Yeah, it's set fairly nicely, that hit. I think, yep, just looking to play that front bowl onto the jack and try and squeeze it sideways.
Played this very well.
Yep, and may have got the shot out of that. He has.
Yes. One shot to Southland. They trail 1-5 after 3 ends.
That's an important shot for Southland, just to get on the board, get a bit of confidence.
Good opening bowl by you and Tosh.
He's just starting to find his feet in this game.
And a good response from Ray Badley, sitting behind the jack.
Ewan's got a nice one here.
Yeah, right on the button this time. Holding 2 shots, I would say. Ray playing his forehand. And he's played a ripper.
Yeah, that's a great bowl.
Lovely bowl. Came round that head. Picked up the jack and trailed it back. Go from probably 2 down to 2 up.
Ewan,
And a
bit
good
more aggressive.
response here from Ewan.
Yeah, very nice.
Popped the shot bowl out, sat the blue down. Could be holding the shot. It's very close.
Ray will just be looking to do pretty much the same as what he did with his last one. Just drawing right to the jack. He's got great green again. And it's pretty close too.
And he's right on it too. 2 very good bowls.
I think with Southland period they'd be looking to just reach up into that split with the blue and the orange.
You've got a good chance there, Wayne, if he can play it with any weight he likes, really. Provided he gets that blue bowl first, the inside half of it. Just check the bias.
That's a positive shot. It's just a fraction narrow.
Made it a bit harder now.
AJ's just reaching
She's just
up here.
reaching up, taking the shot away from them. Opened it up a little bit. He's got the ability to, or the opportunity to draw it here now. What she was trying to do was to take that split shot away. It's got it a bit too well. Good bowl here.
fraction quick.
That's all. I take that back. He's ended up in a good home, but was positive. He was making it happen. AJ following him down. Lovely green.
Yep. That's another shot. Still open for the draw though.
Just needs to control his weight. Let the bowl do the work. Oh, he's a little bit gentle, I think.
If he just snuck round there, he might have got there.
I think he was just a little bit light, Wayne. Delivery looked like he played over top of it a bit. AJ's tossed it right out to that edge again, gone a bit wide this time. That'll be 2 orange.
Here, Ollie.
2 orange, Manawatu 2 lead 7-1 after 4 heats.
Just a bit wide.
Oh, he's on the corner of the square. It's not a bad cover.
Of course, just a reminder, we'll be covering all 7 rounds of the 1 to 5 Peers final today. You can either click on the links via the New Zealand Indoor Bowls Facebook page or go straight to the Sky Sport Next YouTube channel and open the feed from there.
A little bit looser head than we've had previously. Ray Bradley's bowls holding the shot. Good opportunity here for getting caught by undergreening it a bit on that hand. You have to be really precise with your green. AJ's played this.
Green was very
she
good.
had the green right, dropped her weight a little bit. South will need to score here.
Yeah, you go. Good ball. Stop.
Just a score update from some of the other games. Counties playing North Taranaki, and in that game Counties currently lead 5-1. Hutt Valley are playing Poverty Bay, and Poverty Bay lead that 6-2. And the combined Canterbury Ashburton team playing Nelson, and Canterbury Ashburton lead 5-1. So some gaps opening up in some of those games, but as we saw in the last round, doesn't take much to close that and go in front.
think he'll measure this. No, he's talked him into giving him 2. Must have been Peter confident. So that's 2 to Manawatu 2. They now lead 9-1, played 5. It's quite interesting, Wayne. Both games on this mat have blown out. One team seems to have got it. It's playing quite steady. The other team starting to chase shots.
Yeah, it's an interesting mat. I would generally say in that position that's one of the better mats in the hall for its consistency in terms of drawing and what have you. But yeah, it looks like the forehand coming this way in particular is just a wee bit tricky today. It's if you don't get the right green, it seems to hook across quite quickly.
I think we're finding that the lead in the team that's ahead in both games has been really consistent and laying a good foundation for their skip.
Absolutely.
And the skips are responding well.
Yeah.
It's a good bowl here from Ewan.
Yeah, good recovery. That's
It was a really good attempt. I think Ray would be just more of the same. A little bit narrow, I think.
It's just holding up enough.
Just enough. I thought he was far too narrow compared to the other bowls that had come down there. But he's played an absolute ripper and is holding 3 shots.
Ewan's been pretty aggressive here, looking to open it. Oh, that's pretty good actually.
That's not a bad shot. Still 2 down, but it's much easier for his skip to be able to draw in there now.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a pretty tricky head prior to that bowl. They needed to do something, and they've certainly opened it up and given themselves the chance.
Just lacking in her weight or her speed a little bit here.
This is a really important bowl for Alan. Really wants to get as close as he can here.
Just struggling to find the line and length. It's not too bad.
Tell you what, this is pretty close, Trevor. Oh.
Just hooked it that last little bit. But he's cut it down to 1.
AJ's played a pretty good bowl here by the look of it.
Yeah. I suspect she's on the count.
Again, good green.
She's played a very good bowl. Oh, it just pulled up. I thought that was running in nicely. You know what thought?
Yep, we need to get some. Yep. Go into it.
Alan changing his hand here. Well, he's a left-hander, so he's actually coming on his backhand. Aggressive shot.
That nearly worked.
Yeah. It looks like he's cut a few of the oranges out of the count. It may only be 1.
I think it's 2.
Ray's asking for 2. Yep, maybe they've agreed on that.
Score's going up. It is. He's looking for the 0, I think. On
The 1. Yep, so 11-1.
Was 3 shots.
2.
2 shots. 2 shots. 11-1 after
We don't like it.
6 ends. Manawatu showing the value of a steady lead. It's forcing the opposition to having to play shots. Opened with a back bowl here.
Ewan's played a pretty good one there.
And a good counter from Ray. Sat on Ewan's bowl.
Oh, just a bit quick from Ewan.
He wanted to make sure he was up. It's a pretty wet, miserable day outside in Wellington today. We've got a few spectators in.
Oh, that's a very good bowl from Ewan there. Made up for his last one.
Push the kitty back, he's definitely holding one.
So just a
There's a
score.
good bowl here. You can see the end of it.
Yeah, oh yes. Just
She actually touched the jack, just rolled it around the blue a little bit. But
so just a score update. In the
Yeah, we'll just go that way. Yeah.
Counties North Taranaki game, Counties lead that 9-1. In the Hutt Valley Poverty Bay game, it's now 8-3 to Poverty Bay, and Canterbury Ashburton lead Nelson 5-1. So Alan Berrigan just wanting to be drawing his and sitting on that jack if he can, just a fraction short.
Even if you reach. Yeah. Depends on your weight.
Enough weight on it. Oh, maybe not.
No, you gotta push them up there.
Maybe there was enough weight. Held up.
AJ can afford to reach in here.
There it goes.
A good
she's
line.
played it, it just ducked on it there. But the weight was probably reasonable for the shot just to squeeze it out. So one bowl to come on the end, and Southland holding one.
Important for Southland to try and score at least 2 here, get them somewhat back in the game. It's good green from Alan. How's his weight? Looks pretty good.
Good ball.
Yeah,
He'd be happy with that bowl.
very good.
Yep, that's it.
2 to Southland. The score's 3-11 after 7 ends.
So important for Ewan here to set up a good head for the Southland team. And he's made a pretty good start. It's a good first ball.
Take your watch. Oh, well. Yeah.
And a good response from Ray. Reached the shot bowl, sprung the kitty. Good second bowl from Ewan almost into the square behind the head. Wayne's got some progress scores here.
So the only one that's changed since the last update was the Nelson Canterbury Ashburton score, and Nelson have actually gone ahead in that game now, 6-5. So they've come back from a 5-1 deficit to go in front. So it's obviously a very competitive game going on there. This is pretty well green from Ewan, and
another bowl in the square. Good back bowls.
Ray's just pulled up a bit short there. So no need for panic yet. The Southland team probably need to look to get another one close or try and move the jack. He's just a fraction narrow. Set that in.
He's sat Ray's bowl in for shot.
That's a good home there from AJ, just covering those blues.
Yeah, just come in there and you need to move the tip. Yeah, good ball.
Good bowl there from Alan Berrigan's pushed the blue bowl up onto the jack and sitting holding one. Interesting to see what AJ does here. She can.
Yeah, probably doesn't need to worry too much about getting the shot, just wants to try and cut down the options for the opposition. She's played a pretty good bowl here.
She's played a lovely bowl here.
Oh.
Just caught the edge of it, which stopped the progress, but she's in really good position to get a big score if she's wants to play the shot.
Really want to play that?
Yeah, we can't lose. If it moves, that's me.
Interesting to see what Alan Berrigan plays here. Ewan has called him on to be conservative and just try to cover the black back orange. From his gestures, Alan looked like he wanted to be a bit more aggressive and play through that bowl. We'll see what happens. He's playing with some aggression. Can't see the result because it must have been wide.
He's obviously just looking to play through the outside orange and maybe slide through onto the jack. Create an opportunity for more than one.
AJ just trying to sit the bowl, wasn't trying too hard, happy to go down one. It's 1 to Southland, they trail 4-11 after 8 ends.
Big shout out to all of you who are watching this at home. I know a few of you have got set up on the TV in the lounge, and so hopefully you're sitting back and relaxing with a beer or a Fanta and enjoying this coverage. We're very pleased to bring it to you. So Southland, that's a good bowl from Ewan first up.
Yeah, same going, Ewan.
It's really good how the technology has improved over the last few years, Wayne, so that we can bring these events at reasonable cost to the people who aren't able to make it to see the finals, but or are living out of town.
Absolutely. Just the quality of the feeds that we're able to provide, and anyone can.
It's come a long way from a handheld tablet.
You might get away with it. Not bad result, really. Not bad.
One of the first live feeds we did was from the UK in 2018, where New Zealand Indoor Bowls showed the first ever international between New Zealand and England. And we did a live feed through Facebook on a handheld tablet. It was surprising how many people were up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch bowls.
In fact, if I remember rightly, back in the 90s, to get this kind of coverage that we get now, we used to have a full setup with...
outside broadcasting unit.
Absolutely. And commentators stuck away in vans, and it was all on.
Manawatu, a very good bowl from AJ. Still an opportunity here for Southland to trail the jack.
Of course, Southland had a very successful weekend last weekend as well here at the junior and secondary school champs. Sean Perry was runner-up in the junior singles, and then went on to win the secondary school singles. So it was a great weekend for both Sean and Southland. And then I believe Matthew Toss, Ewan's son, he finished. They did well in the secondary school pairs. Maybe. Oh, runner-up in the plate of the pairs. That's right.
Yes.
So again, just a couple of score updates. Counties currently lead North Taranaki 10-3. Poverty Bay are leading Hutt Valley 11-4. And Nelson lead the Canterbury Ashburton combined team 7-5. At the end of this round, we'll update you, or at the beginning of the next round, we'll update you with the overall position and how that's looking, to give you an idea. Being a round-robin competition, it'll change with each round, with the winner being based on the team that wins the most games.
Looks like Kevin Roughton from Upper Hutt Valley sitting in the background.
Yes.
Watching AJ Bond, who's his granddaughter, I believe. Very good bowl there from Berrigan, taking the Manawatu bowls off the mat and is holding 3 shots. AJ drawing to save.
She played a pretty good bowl here by the look of it. That's very good. That was an important 3 for Southland. If they were able to hold on to it, it would have given them an opportunity on the last end.
Yeah,
Looks like they've got one.
Yeah, AJ cut it down to 1 with her last bowl. 1 more roll, she would have had the shot. So that was 1 to Southland. They trail 5-11, playing the last end.
Yes, so you pointed out Kevin Roughton, AJ's grandfather. He's been a long time bowler in Upper Hutt Valley, and obviously the bowling gene goes right through the family because his daughter Linda, AJ's mother, obviously plays, and AJ has taken it up because of that. So again, it's just a great example of one of the advantages our games offer in terms of families being able to play together. That's another good bowl from Ray, and really that just probably highlights the difference in this game has been the consistency of Ray's leading, which has set this game up for the Manawatu pair.
Playing a very short end this time.
Oh, Ewan's got that.
And Ewan likes that.
Of course, we're heading towards more the back end of the indoor bowl season. It's been a bit of a mixed season, obviously, with COVID, but there's still a few good championships to be played. Next, in a fortnight's time, we have the mixed pairs and hence light singles finals being played in Masterton, which will see the best singles and mixed pairs teams from these 8 zones coming together. So that should be a great weekend of bowls over there in Masterton. And then the following weekend we have the North-South Test match in Christchurch, which again will be a great day on the Saturday of really competitive top level bowls, and I know there's a lot of people looking forward to that as well.
Been quite good that New Zealand Indoor Bowls has been able to hold most of its events, although the Nationals had to be cancelled because that happened. That was scheduled for June, and first time it's been cancelled in 66 years.
That's the whistle for the end of the round.
And the Welsh Trophy into centre final, that was also cancelled. Southland finishing with a flourish here. They're holding at least two, well, they're holding 2 shots. AJ from Manawatu, AJ Bond from Manawatu playing the last bowl of the match. And she's trailed the jack. We'll have to wait to see what's decided here. One shot to Southland, and the final score in that game is Manawatu 11, Southland 6.
Get it all light there and start.
So that was a great game of pairs. The win going to AJ Bond and Ray Bradley from Manawatu over the pair of Alan Berrigan and Ewan Tosh from Southland. Congratulations, AJ. Another good win for you. That's 2 from 2 now. What do you think the key to your success in that game was?
Just staying calm and drawing. guess. I don't know.
Ray looked like he provided a really good foundation for you, some really consistent lead bowls.
Yeah.
Excellent. And any strategy going forward for the rest of the day?
Just stay calm, I guess, and draw.
Excellent. Good stuff. All right, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the day. And so that's the end of round 2 of the 1 to 5 pairs final. We'll be back again for round 3 shortly, and look forward to you joining us on the Sky Sport Next YouTube channel. Thanks very much for watching.